we do have husbands and men do love their mums. However, unfortunately, sometimes we see disputes between spouses and in-laws. What do you think is the best way for a Muslim wife to deal with her in-laws, particularly a mother-in-law, especially if the relationship maybe isn't the best?
Just think about what is important to you to prioritize. It could be, I want to please Allah, number one. Number two, it might be, I want to make sure that my spouse is in a good place. I mean, when everyone is in harmony, our spouse feels amazing, right? I want to make sure my children have a connection to their grandparents. You have to be strategic about this. You can't be emotional, even though it's so difficult not to be. Feel your emotions in private and express them to Allah and to a trusted one as well, inshallah, instead of suppressing them. The thing which we show to the world is your compassion. It's your dignity. It's your kindness. You know that if they say something that is disrespectful, you're not going to shout at them. You're going to be compassionate and then excuse yourself and stay away as long as you need to regulate yourself. With the mother-in-law and the in-laws, it normally happens through passive aggression because normally the in-laws don't want the husband to know what's happening.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky situation to be in, especially if a woman feels like her mother-in-law is treating her unfairly, especially if you live with in-laws. I know in our culture a lot of that does happen. Insulting a man's mother is just off limits. You know, it's not something that you should do. He won't thank you for it. She won't thank you for it. It just makes you look crazy. I think the best way to handle it is keep your cool, try your best to communicate in private with your husband about how you've been wronged without nagging him or being disrespectful. You know, it's best if you're not in that situation, but if you are, try to be patient, make dua, have someone to talk to let go of the stress, someone that you can trust, of course. The mother and daughter-in-law rivalry is an age-old stereotype. There are plenty of women that do get along really well with their in-laws too, and it just depends. We should all aim for harmony and peace, inshallah, if possible, because they are extended family. They're part of our spouse, they're part of our children's lives.